Monday, everyone here. Todd Houghton here from Houghton Physical Therapy. Excited to be here for another episode of Facebook Live. Todd's tip of the day, which is 4 tips to start and sustain a healthy exercise program and actually enjoy doing it. Who would know how important and how much fun it can be working out? So in this video, you're going to learn by taking these 4 simple steps to build a habit or routine for exercising and actually have fun doing it. Who am I? My name is Todd Houghton here from Houghton Physical Therapy in Attleboro, Massachusetts, and I've been a physical therapist for over 24 years, and I wanted to figure out a way to add more value and reach more people, so that's why I'm doing the Facebook Live video. I have a passion for helping people through their physical issues, but also finding that the biggest way that I can help you with physical therapy is to work on the mindset. So that's one of my favorite things to work on. I like to find people's starting point, especially when someone has gone somewhere else and hasn't gotten better. I really like to see those patients. You can also feel free to send me an email at todd@houghtonphysicaltherapy.com, or maybe just let us know where you're from. If you have any other topics you'd like me to touch with the Facebook Live, please feel free to reach out for that as well. So we all know the benefits of an exercise program. We know that it increases the energy, your mood, your sleep, health benefits by reducing anxiety, reducing stress and depression. But just if knowing just that we needed to exercise was enough, we'd all be doing it and we'd all be in shape and all feeling like we want to feel. Healthy in the mind and healthy also in the physical body. So making an exercise habit takes more. You need the right mindset and a smart approach. So whatever your age or fitness level is, if you've ever exercised a day in your life or if you like to work out a lot, these are steps that can definitely help you to make the exercise less intimidating and less painful and more fun and instinctive. So it just becomes, so the idea of a habit is something that we do all the time. So what keeps us from exercising? What keeps us from a routine? What keeps us from a habit that we want to be successful? Well, that's going to say your psychology. It's only your psychology that keeps you from doing anything. That's it. That's where it always starts. So the top 4 ways to build an exercise, to build a great habit for exercising. Well, if you're having trouble beginning an exercise program or following through, you're not alone. Believe me, everybody has trouble. Everybody falls off the wagon. Many of us struggle with getting out of a sedentary rut, despite our best intentions. While we have concern, a busy schedule, poor health, we can come up with all these different excuses, but the bottom line is all these barriers are going to be mental. Very few are actually physical. So let's get out of our own way by exercising and make it a pleasurable, fun experience, because that's really going to be the biggest benefit that you can have. So again, it comes down to psychology. What's the biggest thing we worry about? Fear. That's it. Fear. What are we fearful of? And this breaks down to why everybody is not meeting their goals. Number 1, we fear that we're not being good enough. What does that mean? Fear of not being the best at something. I know that I wouldn't want to sign up to a road race or participate if I didn't feel that I was going to be the best, but thankfully I have a good partner that helped break me out of that. Fear that we won't know how. Fear that we're not going to get it. Fear that we're going to look silly, blah, blah, blah. All these excuses, fearful. And if we fear that we're not good enough, then we fear someone might not like us, we might not be loved by our partner. And believe me, that's enough for everybody to put the brakes on. The important thing to know is that everybody has all been there at some point. So one of the things that we really want to work on to help break through the mental barriers, I'm going to give you actually 3 things. 1, we want to ditch the all or nothing attitude. So we don't have to spend hours in the gym. We don't have to spend an enormous amount of time doing exercise. It can be a small amount of time. It can be daily. It can be every other day. It can be morning. It can be night. And a little exercise is better than nothing. The worst thing anyone can do is sit home thinking about it. Get up, take your dog for a walk. Get up, walk around your apartment. Get up, walk around your yard. Many different things that we can do. That's just going to get some momentum, because that's what we need, is to gain some momentum. Number 2 is be kind to yourself. Research shows that if you're more kind to yourself, if you're more forgiving and not so hard on yourself, you're going to reach your goals, and it's going to get you going on the path you want to go down. So don't beat yourself up about your body or your current fitness level or you're supposed to or your shoulds or your lack of willpower. Don't beat yourself up about it. Today is always a new day. Tomorrow will even be a better day because it's a new day. When we focus on the negative and what we don't have, it's just going to demotivate us. You're not going to even want to start a program. So instead, look at the opportunities that you can, look at your past mistakes and unhealthy choices, and just learn to grow from there. Number 3 is you want to check your expectations. You don't want to, if you expect too much, you're going to set yourself up for failure. So again, it's about getting the ball rolling. Just get a little bit of momentum, be positive, make it a pleasurable thing, and just do it again. Repeat, like rinse, wash, repeat, same thing. We just do it over and over. That's how we develop a good habit. Just something really simple to think about. If we have 100 more calories a day that we take in, that more than we burn off, over the course of a year, it doesn't sound like a big deal. 10 pounds, yep, 10 pounds, 100 calories extra a day. Not a big deal, but over the course of a year, 10 pounds is a big deal. Also, if you have 100 less calories and you burn off 100 more calories than you take in, you lose 10 pounds in a year. Again, small little shifts of change. So now I want to go and laugh and bust at a lot of these excuses that I've already had. The biggest excuses, we've heard all of them. Everybody has them. We have them. We all say them in different ways, but I'm just going to kind of bust on a few of them just to throw them out there. And again, I'm famous for a few of these. Making excuses for not exercise, whether it's lack of time, energy, or fear at the gym, there are solutions to all these. Number 1, I hate exercising. Many of us feel the same. We don't need to go in a gym and be sweaty and have to wipe down all the equipment and be dripping sweat after a spin class to exercise. That's not what it's about. Take a watch at lunchtime. Go to a scenic park. Go to out in nature. Spending time in nature is the best thing you can do anyway. Go shopping, window shopping, go for a walk, go for a run, bike with a friend, a few different things you can do. But also, listen to music is also a good thing. Number 2, the biggest one is, I'm too busy. I used to say this all the time. I don't have time to work out. Oh my God, there's not enough time. So when people say that to me, I'm up at 3:20, 4 o'clock most days, and I stop my routine at that point because I've made it a habit, because it has to be a must for me. So I'm too busy. You can find 5 minutes. You can find 10 minutes here. You can find 5 minutes here. That's the biggest one that I laugh at all the time. Oh, I didn't have time to do my stuff. We all have time. It's just a should and not a must. Again, want to build a habit with something we want to go towards. Number 3, again, I've said this one a lot too. I'm too tired. I'm too tired. It may sound counterintuitive, but believe it or not, more physical activity gives you more energy. It reduces the fatigue. It boosts the energy levels in the long run. With regular exercise, you sleep better, you feel more energized, refreshed, and you're more alert and awake at all times. Number 4, I'm too tall, I'm too big, I'm too skinny, my health isn't good enough, I have this, all these different issues. Again, those are just kind of excuses that we make because it's more comfortable to not do something. So it's never too late to stop building a program. It's never too late to stop building a strength program, a walking program. It's never too late. Everybody should really do it. Even if you're a little bit older, even if you're a little bit younger, there's no reason why you can't get out and go for a walk. Very few health or weight problems limit the amount of exercise that you can do. So you do want to talk to your physician if you have any questions whatsoever about that. Number 5 is exercise is painful. Exercise should not be painful. The body likes pleasure and the body does not like pain. That's mentally and physically. So we want to make sure that it's something that's joyful for you. It's something that you enjoy to do. So it doesn't have to be painful. Nothing ever comes when someone's under more stress, more duress, or being in pain. Of course, you're not going to want to do it. So it doesn't have to be painful. The last one, number 6, is I'm not athletic. You don't need to be athletic to walk around the block. You don't need to be athletic to ride a bike. So that's just another excuse that I hear that people hear very often. So those are the 6 excuses that we see that are pretty common. So now knowledge is power, right? Let's talk about exercising. How much exercise do I need a week? Well, the studies show that I'm reading, it's about 150 minutes per week, 5 times a week for about 30 minutes. Again, this can be many different ways that you can do this. But in the end, that's what they suggest. When we're starting an exercise program, we want to gain some momentum, right? That's one of the most important things we can do. So even 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes here or there, you're building some momentum and you're going to be on the right path. Going for a quick walk, again, is a great thing. Believe it or not, is a study in the UK. I need to do a little bit more reading about this, but a study in the UK said that you can even break it down to 1, 2, or 3 exercise times throughout the week to get in 150 minutes. Again, I need to learn a little bit more about that because I really believe that everybody should do something 5 to 7 days a week. So how hard do I need to exercise? Another question. Oh my God, that is something that puts up as a barrier. I don't know what I'm doing. We can go online, you can talk to a personal trainer, you can talk to a physical therapist, you can talk to a movement specialist. There's many different things that we can do to get that information. But I'm gonna break it up into 3 simple things. Well, first thing, number 1, is we wanna find, I love this, find our starting point. You can go into low intensity, moderate intensity, high intensity. But we wanna find out and start whatever level you're at. So a low intensity might be you're just walking along and you're able to talk in full sentences with somebody. Moderate intensity would be you can still speak in full sentences, but maybe you can't sing or you can't talk for a long time before you need to take a couple good breaths. High intensity means you're breathless, you're all out. Not too many people should be in that zone. And even when you are, it should be a very small part of your training. So for most people, start at low intensity, right? Go to moderate intensity, and most people don't really need to go off of there, but it depends on what your goal and what you're looking to do. So the meat and potatoes of this whole talk. 4 ways to build a great habit for exercising. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty simple. Number 1, we just got to build momentum. Start and build momentum, which means I'm going to do every day or 3 days a week with 10 minutes. Start with that. It doesn't really matter what it is, but we just want to get started. Then you can move into more challenging goals. You get some momentum going, say I'm going to start with 3 days a week. Then I'm going to go to 4 days a week, maybe 10 to 15 minutes a day. Awesome. Nice job. Celebrate that. Number 2 is you want to make it automatic with triggers. And that just means sometimes triggers are something that can lead us to more success by forming an exercise habit. And that just means it's just kind of a reminder for us, a time of day or place or a cue. I know that every Tuesday, rain or shine, I'm outside running. Doesn't matter what it is, rain, snow, sleet. I just know it's my automatic thing. It's my habit. That's what I do. I know on Wednesdays, if I can work out, I'm cycling. I know on Thursdays, I'm back to running. So I have my kind of habits and routines, but I know the triggers. I know what day of the week it is, what time I'm going to do it at. Sometimes the trigger by putting your sneakers at the door might be a good thing. Put your sneakers at your bed. Set your alarm a few minutes earlier. Maybe put out a picture of yourself when you felt you looked really good or you felt really good about yourself. Put that up there on your refrigerator. Something as a reminder for you. Number 3 is you want to reward yourself. So people who exercise regularly tend to do so because the reward brings it to their lives, such as more energy, better sleep, or a greater sense of feeling how you want to feel. Choose something to look forward to and don't allow yourself to do it until after the exercise. There's many different ideas. It can be something as simple as going to Starbucks and getting a cup of coffee, or it could be as simple as going to Dunkin' Donuts, or whatever, a cup of coffee. You might like a little munchkin. It's okay to have rewards. So number 3, reward yourself. And the 4th way that we want to build a great habit for exercising is we want to choose activities that make you feel happy and confident. Choose something you like. If it's something you don't like, you're just not going to do it, right? So those are the 4 different ways to build a great habit for exercising. So again, please reach out to me at todd@houghtonphysicaltherapy.com. Reach out to me on Facebook if I can be helpful to you in any way. And I can't wait to see you guys next week for part 2 about exercising. Have a great night.